Nav might be. Try and get her again. Carrie, can you speak to what Nav is doing behind the scenes with the matching?
I have not seen what they do behind the scenes in the matching.
Okay.
I know that there are 3 different processes that go through here. One is a U.S. Bank. In U.S. Bank, they sent a remittance out, and then a wire goes out the next day. So usually for the U.S. Bank side, the process, it should clear within a day. It's supposed to, or within at least a week. The Perfect Pay is, we get postings, or they post things in, I believe, InfoLease as needed, and then a wire is only sent out to pay the investor twice a month. So it's on the 1st and the 15th.
Yep.
Once that goes in, what happens is that AR is to complete an upload file. And what the upload file is supposed to do is, because of the way ReconArt is set up, it is set up into different classes. And it's just a different kind of source they're using that you can't match across. So the upload is supposed to basically allow you to clear the items by changing the classes. And then anything that doesn't clear fully, obviously, is a variance and needs to be researched, usually with AR. And then the third item is NetApp. It's a new process that just went into place back in May. That one is was a little tricky, but I think we got a handle on it. It's just flowing transactions through this account through the remit summary class now. So we cleaned up the other stuff, and it's just sending wires out.
So did we test this process in testing environment?
I cannot tell yet. I know that we've done different transaction types. I don't know if a Perfect Pay or a NetApp or a U.S. Bank transaction was in there. That's the reason for the idea about looking at GL codes. If this GL code, this investor remittance GL code was in the test data, I could answer that, but I don't know. Don't know. Sorry, Bala. Seems unlikely.
So this will be done directly in production?
Say it again?
Go ahead, Christian, you were saying.
No, we're saying like if they were like, so you're saying, Bill, like none of these transactions were like part of the testing, so there were no transaction input, so there is no report available either, so we cannot look at any data?
I'm saying I don't know the answer to that question.
Well,
Bill, can you look at the batch 95 file and see if you see something called EFD pending investor remittance in the account name? We may not know the GL number, or maybe you can check with the mapping what is the GL number for 235,844. See if you see anything there.
Okay.
I don't see any pending remittance in 5K report.
So it's not there.
and you don't like and you don't see that I would say Bank of the West GL either, correct? Like on the batch 95 reports, we don't see the Bank of the West GL anymore.
No,
Mm-hmm.
not on the test files.
Yeah, correct. I'm looking for the test file only because test file we will not have that, but then it will have something called investor remittance something. Yeah, I don't see it in anything related to investors. Yeah. So it's not tested. So Well, at the end of the day, for direct reconciliation to do this reconciliation, we need to understand various components, what needs to match, and what are the activities that because we can get the GL balance in batch 95, but how the charge code activity report needs to work with the batch 95, how the disposal report needs to work with batch 95, and the perfect play, all of that has to be explained so that Mehul can document and validate whatever you're saying, and then hopefully we can test. But if we cannot, then we just have to go with the flow on production. But I don't know, Christian. You have to check with Ivana if you want to take ownership of something which you have not got the full testing done. So that's something you need to discuss with Ivana and then decide how you want to communicate.
Yeah, and especially like, is that like a high volume account? Like we're talking about a lot of remittance, correct? No?
It's a complicated account.
Well, I know it's complex, but like,
even if there's like 10 transactions on a daily basis, I think it's going back and forth kind of thing, right? Like there's multiple processes are happening here. So let me just look at the transactions that I got today. From Carla this morning, we got from Carla the 5K report. Okay, maybe it's not that. Can you just check, Mehul, in the 5K report for the 1st or 2nd of August, do you have this account?
I'm sorry, in the what report?
No, I was asking Mehul, in the production report that Carla sent, the CC 235844. I don't see it in today's file. Maybe it's not used daily. I don't know.
I'll need time to check that.
Yep. So maybe we can regroup once we have information from Nav versus Bill.
Yeah, she's still showing as blocked. Paula, did you say that you have not yet seen data that we can run a charge code activity report against?
Okay, let me show the screen. Okay. No, can you see my screen?
yes.
So this is the 11th file. So this is the batch 95 file. So when I'm looking at this batch 95 file, open it. So here I don't see any accounts. Okay, this is the old one. Yeah, so this is the one that I got. So I have the BMOGL number, right? So I cannot search BMOGL number. So I'm going to the EFT account list. So I'm looking for something like investor, right? To see whether we have something else. Right? So if I look at investor, it's not there. So I don't see any account which has investor remittance.
I understand.
So that's what we are saying. So we don't. So if the number is different, at least we should be able to get a same description. I don't see. So if I would have to say that okay, something is there.
Yep.
Bala, what is the Bill? Can I say something? Is that okay, Bill?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, sure. So Bill, Bala, this 5 daily K, I don't think you will see the 235844 over there, because what happens is when the money is received for sold contracts, it is in GL 128462. And then from there, there's a reclassification to GL 235844, which is done in Recon Art by Carrie.
So then we need to understand how. So then the reclass will not be done in Recon Art. You will have to make a manual journal entry in S4 HANA.
Right.
So if that is done, so we need to understand how do we get that. So not all the records of, but is it the contracts that have 99 in the lesson?
Correct. Yeah, that's a sold contract. 199, 299, and 399. So in your 5 daily K or whatever your batch 95 is, do you see lesser code 399 or any 99s in it? And then you look at the GL where it is.
No, I don't see anything which is 99. Let me
If you can filter it.
Sure. Okay, not in 99. Let's say about 199. I don't see 199. 299. Oh, 399. Okay, so we have these two.
Right? So where is it mapped now? Like if you see, where is it going?
It went
It is
to
in
the
that.
incoming cash account.
Yeah, so that's the equivalent of the 128462, correct?
Correct.
Correct, yeah. So from there, because if Reconnect is not there, then a manual reclassification should be done to 23544 unless we change the process for sold contract, which we have not done so far, that whatever money we receive, we directly credit the 235844.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't. So these two accounts are there in the good. So okay, so these two accounts are there in the test file, and Mayul is still looking into the file of the 11. So assuming these two transactions will be transferred to the equivalent of